It won't let me because I haven't paid for Restream. Whatever. We're just jump in. We're just jumping in. Okay, here we are. So, okay. Welcome to At Night. We're rebranding because we have a gorgeous new co-host for the time being because she was like, I want to cover gymnastics. I'm like, girl, come on. Come on. So we have the privilege of welcoming is Egyptian national team member, right? And Jimmy Award winner, Sandra Osadik, to the show. Hello, Sandra. How are you? I know listen, the Jimmys are coming. They look fantastic. They look so good. But I'm over the moon to welcome Sandra to the show because she is a luminary in gymnastics in this incredible sport we call gymnastics. Okay. Yes, yes. Okay, so let's open the file because listen. I was at Walmart waiting for my order, really cute, about to literally potty myself. It was a lot. It was a lot. It was a lot. And so finally I'm here, so let's get started. Let's open with some cute little gymnastics news. Um okay, let me open it up because I yes, because well, I was gonna stream it because it's on ESPN Plus, and then I didn't do it because again it was canceled. So there's that. Um, let's see, Sandra, do you have anything at the top of the show you wanna introduce yourself? Yeah, if you wanna introduce yourself. Ooh, amazing. Okay, so let's start with the elite news. Starting off with one Trinity Thomas, who gave us the first tidbit of comedic gymnastics of this year. Let me open up the video so we can all see it. Do you did, oh yeah, yeah. Okay, let me bring it in here. Someone added some comedic music. Oh, she added it. Oh my god, we love her so much. Okay, here we go. You ready for this? Have you seen this, Sandra? One more time. We love that. Love that. Let me see. I love that. Okay, man, that was all her. We can't. Oh, you guys not hear me? Oh, hear her. How about that? Talk. Okay, well that all the audio things are on now, so you guys should be able to hear her. Can you hear her now? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay. They can only hear me. Why? That is concerning. Let me see. Even though no. So let me see. Why can't you guys? Okay. Oh. Let's try this way. Okay, now talk. Oh wow, Klaus just turned off my light. It's okay. We'll do it in the dark. Let me see. Why is this not? Nope, nothing. Okay. Let's try it this way. Okay. How about talk now?
Hello.
Yeah, can you hear now? Catherine, talk. Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you now. Awesome. Cool.
Okay. So obviously Trinity was at the national team camp.
Yeah.
That's a good thing because it means that she did well enough in at the last camp to be invited back. NCAA girls didn't have to be there, but they're excused till the season. So like Leanne and Jade, like they just don't need to be there.
Right.
All the other usual suspects were there, and here are the list of missing notable names. Shiley Jones was missing, but she was in Canada training, so maybe she's like did not go.
Yeah, she was in Canada doing some sort of thing.
Gabby doesn't have to be there though because she's not on the national team, so it's a little like why didn't she go? But also she doesn't have to go.
And that's it's Wolga things.
The Sunisa Lee was there, but I to be there, and Hazel is why she wasn't there.
Okay, so we have some. Okay, so Addicts Tomas says Trin has a 5.9 floor according to Twitter, and according to multiple sources, Trin's DTY is really good. That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, me either.
So, okay. Do you want to move on to?
So, do you know Addicts? Do you know anything about Hazley?
I don't know anything about Hazley Rivera. I do know that she is a new coming. Well, not new coming. It's like this New Year's senior, and it would have behooved her. I just wanted to say behoove. I don't know why. It felt into my spirit to be there, and she wasn't. Tomas is saying apparently Gabby does now has a downy, and she threw a double into the pit. But we also saw Risa Sponda doing a triple back.
I love that girl. I think
do you know her?
Yes, I think. Well, I don't know her personally.
Oh.
I found her on TikTok a long time ago, and then I watched some meets, some like the junior elite meets. One of the girls I was training at one of the gyms competes against her, and I was like, oh my gosh, this girl is like gonna be the it girl for 28. I think so.
And that triple back looks possible.
Great. LA quad girl.
Yeah, and she's good on bars as well.
Yeah, she is good on bars.
Which leads me back to, okay, remember when we saw LaCourcier throwing like a full twisting Nabiva and all these incredible skills?
Oh, yeah.
And now she's at Bama.
Mm-hmm.
So before we get to NCAA, because there's a lot of NCAA news I want to talk about. Let's see. So the FIG cleared 30 Belarusians as authorized neutral athletes. Most of those were officials and coaches too, but there were some big names as well. We have Ivan.
The most is and medical people.
Okay.
There are 4 big names on that list people should know about.
Which is Ivan Litvinovic.
Ivan Litvinovic. Yeah, he's the Tokyo gold medalist in men's trampoline. And Andre Baliu, a big tramp, like they could be silver and gold if they could both go to Paris.
Okay.
But one can. And in rhythmic, Harness was the Tokyo bronze medalist.
Ooh.
They just really. But at the moment, there's not a path for them to go to Paris.
Okay.
And they go to Paris. So they could only go to Paris if the IOC and FIG leans on the Europeans and makes them change their mind.
Which it probably won't. Right?
FIG has not shown any in that they're going to make the Europeans change their mind.
Yeah. This is a really interesting one before we get to NCAA. So Pan Am the Pan Am Games bids. Colombia lost hosting rights to the 2027 Pan Am Games that she just dropped last week after repeatedly missing deadlines. There's some complicated Colombian government idiocy here, and I do want Catherine to talk about it briefly. But Asuncion, Paraguay, and Lima, Peru are bidding to replace them. There she is. Okay. So, Catherine, tell me about this Pan Am stuff.
The president of the
You're roboting a little
and
bit.
apparently they just figured Pan Am Sports was not going to pull their. Okay. The presidency of Colombia basically played chicken with Pan Am Sports, and they figured it would pull.
Right.
So that's why they lost. They missed like 2 deadlines of money they were supposed to give to Pan Am Sports.
Oh, wow. And don't play with their money.
And people are like, oh, how are they going to find a
new host?
Sports was going to pull those hosting rights unless they already had people interested, and they clearly did. Because hosting within an hour of Colombia host.
Yeah. Question. Do we have a host for 2025 Worlds yet?
Within a few days.
What?
Or is it? Isn't Brazil hosting 20? Is it 24?
No, 24. There's no Worlds this year because it's the Olympics.
2025 has not been awarded yet.
Okay.
They're hosting 2020. Brazil is hosting 2025 Rhythmic Worlds.
Oh, Rhythmic. Okay.
Wow. And finally, for Elite News,
go
ahead.
There's a couple of small things for Elite News.
Yes.
Poppy Gray Stickler of Great Britain has fractured her back, her hip, falling from bars at Chibi.
And then Josimar Calvo and
that has to have been a bad.
Yeah. And Angel Barajas are sending. Oh, they're going to all 4 World Cups?
Bars fall. Yeah, I mean, really good.
You're roboting.
Cavallo is a world finalist on P-Bars. He's got a really good chance of getting an Olympic spot because of all the guys who fought for ahead of him. Are not that many great P-Bars people left in the field. And Angel is the person who was most screwed by the fact that Pan Am Games was used to award the America's qualifying spot.
Yeah.
Because he was a junior last year. And so this is the only way he can go. And I'm going to emphasize the World Cup route is the most expensive route for federations to qualify people to the Olympics.
Yeah.
So this is a lot for Colombia to send 2 guys to all 4 World Cups.
And finally, we have the birthday of Agnes Coletti, who turned 103 last week. My God. She won 10 Olympic medals, 5 of them gold, in 1952 and 56 for Hungary. She is the oldest living Olympic champion and still a reigning Olympic champion because Hungary won the last gold medal in team portable apparatus before it was removed from the Olympics. So there's that. But she's a Holocaust survivor and a general badass. The Hungarian Gymnastics Federation sent people to her apartment in Budapest to celebrate her birthday. She's apparently watching sports on TV and in good health for her age, though her hearing is getting worse. And I just want you guys to see this incredible woman do a full split at her young age of 103. Look at this woman. I mean, just let's just please, let's admire this. Look at this woman. Full split. And what?
Yeah.
And what of it? Okay. This is the part of the show where Catherine's just like...
On the all-time Olympic medals list, by the way.
Oh, really? Okay. Sandra.
Yes.
Would you walk us through this past weekend in gymnastics, if you can?
I mean, I was able to catch... I was driving to Atlanta, so I didn't get to watch Florida. But I saw a lot of good gymnastics, a lot of like first meet jitters,
Yeah.
which I mean understandable. It's a first meet for some of these teams. And I saw Victoria Henry's
Vault.
9.75 vault, which I would like to know what someone took on it or what someone's opinion is on it, because one judge gave her 10, one judge gave her 9.95.
Let me look for it really quick.
And I just have a feeling it's because it's a MAC school, unfortunately, and they don't want to give out a 10 to a smaller conference.
Let's see.
Because they did give out 10s to people the first week of.
And she did it in an afro.
She did do it in afro. I was like, wow. That's
Here we go.
impressive.
It was one of my favorite vaults of the weekend.
I just don't like how I can't see her feet when she lands. But I'm assuming it's obviously stuck if a judge gave her a 10.
Yeah, that was a beautiful vault. That was a really beautiful vault. For me, I just want to highlight MJ Frazier's beam routine at the quad meet. Oh, she drops again. At the quad meet. MJ Frazier's that girl.
Yeah.
And when are we gonna just give it up for her? Because her and Maya Luzon, oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Incredible. Now, I'd be remiss if we don't mention the girls who were in the first session. There's Catherine. The Utah, the LSU of it all. Did you catch that meet?
Yes. I was able to see some of them. The LSU meet. Hold on, I'm trying to remember.
I know it was a long weekend of gymnastics.
On Friday, there's so much. It was a lot. It was LSU, Utah, UCLA, and Oklahoma. Oh yeah. Okay. I think Audrey Davis deserves a 10.
Do you think it's because of the dismount?
No, I don't think so. I don't know what I don't know what it is. Is it because when she does an eagle grip?
Yeah.
Is it because when she turns, sometimes she's not directly on top of the bar and it's like.
But I wouldn't deduct for that.
Well, some people are. Someone's taking something. Like, are they doing meet summaries on this? Like, I mean, routine summaries?
No, they're still not giving you the score sheet.
No. Well, I don't know. I think she deserves a 10. She deserved a 10 a long time ago.
She did. We saw Connor McLean get a 10 for the first time. Now, people are saying,
the angle that
the Pac Salto, it was a Pac Salto.
Pac Salto feet were like this.
Yes, and so I'm just like, was that a 10?
Help her? Can't we just help her? If we're gonna post the 10, at least give her a different angle.
And the thing is, like, judging was tight the entire weekend on bars.
And then they give a 10 to a Pac that's like...
Yeah. So I don't know what's going on there. The kids are saying that... Okay, let me see. Hold on. Yeah, the Utah meet is happening right now. We're going to do a few more minutes of...
We're going even for NCAA.
What'd you say, Catherine?
Just had...
One more time. Are you there? Oh yeah, best of Utah right now.
LSU has had weird scoring both last 2 weeks.
Yeah, they have.
LSU has had weird scoring for the last 2 weeks.
So
did you see Savannah? Is it Schroner?
Shaner?
Did you see her vault?
What happened there?
I think she either got lost or like, I don't know, maybe she had a bad block, but she did a full instead of 1.5.
And her 1.5 is pretty decent. I mean, it was one of Florida's great vaulters.
Right, and she did a full, and kind of you could tell she was really upset because she like barely touched, like gave Jay a high five and just walked off.
I think she just got lost in the air. But again, like you said, first meet jitters. But they've already had a week too.
They've already had a week, yeah. I know. Maybe it was podium. I hated vaulting on podium, but that's.
Did you really?
Yes, the run is different. Like when we went to that Las Vegas meet last year and it was on podium, it took me the entire 15 minutes to figure out the run because the platform
it bounces back up, doesn't it? Yeah.
So,
Tomas is saying that Alex the Utah meet has begun. I know. We're gonna wrap up in a minute because we still have a lot of of gymnastics to talk about. Then we'll get straight to the meet. I have it pulled up. So, well, let's.
Oh, Miley O'Keefe. She fell on
And Reagan.
ski.
And Reagan fell.
Oh yeah, Reagan did fall. But I was really surprised. Miley went 10
Last
like, the
week,
week
yeah.
before, and then she fell. I was like, that just shows she's human, you know. Like at least, you
Yeah.
know, she's human. We gotta treat her like a human
We
because she
do.
is, and people make mistakes, and it's okay. I'm sure she's gonna get a 10 next week or tonight. Honestly,
Yeah. Okay. So I want to gather your thoughts on Georgia. Vanessa Denise, your friend to the show.
I mean, that was so tragic. I was like, yeah, she's the best. I mean, that doesn't take anything away from her.
No.
She's still a great person, and I truly believe she is at a great school and is happy where she is. But yeah, that was tragic. And then Kelsey, and then Haley.
I know Haley DeJong. That was a big hit.
Yeah, that's tough.
Okay, so I don't think that they're gonna fire Courtney at this point. No, right?
Not right now.
No, of course not right now. But like,
Oh,
that's so many injuries, and that's like at the
I don't, and it's hard. It's not her fault, in my opinion. It's not her
Yeah.
fault. Like these are just freak accidents, and like they do strength training, they do cardio, endurance, they do all of that stuff. So like, I don't like how people are kind of mean on Twitter towards her and the team itself. Like these injuries just happen, and it
They
was a
do.
freak accident. Like these girls train hard. They do like the weight room lifts are like so specific to gymnastics training and how our ankles move and how our knees like and so I don't agree with people being so rude. And they need to people, yeah, we had the #1 recruiting class, which is great. But
It's
like I said,
gymnastics. You're gonna get hurt.
but of course it's Georgia. And you know,
Yeah.
of course Georgia, and people are just like, I'm sick and tired of this. Like, all right, you do it then. Like, you step in.
Period. All
Not
these
that easy.
armchair people who don't really know how to do the sport.
Or if you go look on like the Georgia gymnastics like Facebook, and when they post like final results, the comments are so rude. People are just like ruthless in the comments, like, this is so ridiculous. Georgia used to be a top 5 team and now they're the worst in the SEC. I'm like, oh my gosh.
I do want to
Well,
get to 3 more things
so-
before I let you go because you know the meet's starting. 1, Clemson.
yeah, I mean that was pretty impressive.
Clemson came out swinging, even though we don't really care for Amy Smith. I didn't say that. It's one of those things like, wow, what
Yeah.
good a program who has money, who has good recruits, and who has, you know, the audacity to be like, we're here. And I kind of like the Tony the Tiger leotard.
Yeah,
It was cute.
okay, it was cute.
I-
I just don't like purple and orange. I don't think they go together very
They
well.
don't.
They're just
You know what it reminded me of? I don't know if you were playing Neopets.
Neopet. No. I
No,
don't think
well
so.
they had this like paintbrush you could paint your pet with. It's the whole thing, but it was purple and
It's a school color. They're stuck with them.
oh, so you remember? You remember this, Catherine? Neopets. Remember the purple and orange brush?
Colors.
Do you remember that brush?
Yeah.
That's what it was giving.
I wish I could say I knew, but I don't.
It's very niche. It's very niche.
Yeah.
Okay, so one more thing. Oh, 2 more things. So now, okay, get your thoughts on. When are we going to see like some appreciation for the fact that Arkansas is in the top 10?
That was yeah. I was pretty impressed by that. They look good.
They look
like they really
good.
do. Look good.
Frankie
And I
Price,
was like,
a star.
Yeah. It's really, I think they must have worked so hard this preseason, you know, girls.
Yeah.
They didn't get hurt. Like sometimes, you know, you don't get the great and happy end of the stick. You kind of get like the crappy end, and injuries happen. And
Yeah.
but Arkansas looked so good, and I just think, like, I was showing my boyfriend, we were watching that meet, and I was like, she's an Olympian, he's an Olympian, she's an Olympian. the
Yeah.
whole coaching staff they're all like
Olympians.
built Olympians. Yeah, like that's so cool. I mean, I just think they just have such
High class.
experience, and they can really help the girls Oh no, we lost her.
Yeah,
They can help the
there she is.
girls, when they're going through. Sometimes people just don't get it. They're like when you have a bad meet, or this pass felt weird, or I only did a full and I'm supposed to do 1.5, like, oh, that just didn't feel right. Some people are just like, well, you had to have gone, like, you can't just not go. But like, they've been through it. We're like, oh, okay. But like, it's not, we're not excusing you for like that mistake, but like, okay, like, I get that.
Because it's so different to be coached under an athlete. Sometimes it doesn't work out. Because sometimes they carry on their own abuse from what happened in their gymnastics career. But sometimes when it's good, it's good. Because you have this relationship with them. It's like, oh, you understand where I am. And you can meet me where I'm at instead of me having to like, meet you where you are. And that's a completely different thing. Anywho, before we get any more mad people, and here's Klaus, here's St. Bernard. Before we get any more mad people, I'd ask for not showing the meet. Sandra, thank you so much for joining us tonight on this little mini episode. We will be back, I believe, next week. Yeah, next week. We'll be back next week around the same time. And where can they find you, Sandra? I mean, again, I ask this all the time.
On Instagram.
You have a good day.
Yes. I love you, Catherine. Bye. Okay, where can they find you, Sandra?
On Instagram, it's Sandra_Ostadik. TikTok is the same thing, and I think that's really all the platforms, Instagram and TikTok, really, that are relevant.
Oh yeah, Catherine's in the New York area. She's the weather's not cooperating with her right now. So Sandra, thank you so much for joining us. We're gonna end the show now. I'm gonna start up the meet. If you're here for the meet, stay where you are, and the stream will start right back up. Thank you so much for watching, and we love you so much. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Sandra.